What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode, the Halloween episode of Howling at Life, everybody. Very much welcome to the spookiness going on. You can tell by the decorations, you can tell by my little gizmo, my new little flannelly, and the background music. This is the Halloween episode 2026 of Howling at Life, and welcome, everybody. I'll go ahead and do this, and go ahead and give me a cheer. Why not? Welcome to another episode, everybody. We have a special guest in studio today that kind of gave me the idea for all this wonderful decorations, and we'll kind of let you know all this stuff as we do a wonderful Halloween episode. We have a special guest today that hasn't been on the episode for a few weeks. Spooky Bitch! In garb. All right, cut that shit.
By the way, it's 2025.
Oh, 2025. Halloween. I got so excited. We've been doing so many Halloween things going on. But yes, welcome everybody to the Halloween episode of 2025. Yes, is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Sweet. Oh my God, this just turned off. Nice. There we go. 2025 episode of Howling at Life. Halloween edition, everybody. Halloween edition. All right, let's get that done. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Again, it's Big Adrian, the Wolfman of Comedy. Spooky Bitch in studio. We're doing the thing right here. And we're going to do the thing right here. It stops doing that. Thank you. All right. So, everybody, just want to let everybody know that we have a couple of announcements, a couple of things going on. You can always follow me on my social media. Big Adrian Lopez. That's Big Adrian, all one word. Also, you have my three Instagrams. You have Big Daddy L714. You have Wolf Daddy 714, and you also have what's the other one? Big Adrian Comedy. How about that? Look at that. It's pretty the simplest one, and I can't remember it. Big Adrian Comedy. I like the fact that this goes. This is a cool little deal. I got this little Gremlins thing. So you'll see me wearing this.
Don't feed him after midnight.
Don't feed me after midnight. Even though I sleepwalk to go to the kitchen. To go get shit. I don't sleepwalk, dog. I walk to the damn kitchen. I'm hungry at fucking middle of the night. But hey, everybody, we wanted to do a wonderful Halloween episode because we got so much stuff to review, so much stuff to talk about, so many things going on. And you can see that we have the wonderful, we have our blood here, we have our brains, heart, feet, hairspray for sure, for color.
And the blood I drink.
Blood, she drinks from the plant of Jamaica. From the plant of hibiscus. And our candelabra, of course, and of course, dressed up. I got my little Gremlins thing on. But want to do a Halloween episode and bust it out this week because this week is going to be very busy. There's a lot of things going on, everybody. Just to let you know. And we will give you some of those things as we kind of go here, all right? We'll kind of give you some free things to kind of go to in Orange County that we kind of went through. We'll give you some reviews on that. Give you reviews on some movies, some episodes, some this and that. So it's gonna be a lot of fun today. Just kind of do a little Halloween kind of deal. So let's get ready, everybody. Let's do it. Hey, I just want to do a public service announcement real quick, though. Okay, if you have not gotten your Halloween costume yet from Spirit Halloween or where the fuck you're going, you need to go, cause people are crazy in there, dog. I mean, but it's funny to see these little kids scared of the animatronics, you know, because they push it and they're like, they're not gonna move unless you push it. There's this one kid that we went back to Spirit Halloween, and this little kid was just scared to leave the store, and I was like, "Run, Miko, run!" He goes, "Shit!" and he ran, dog.
Go a different way.
Is that what he said?
That's what he told his mom.
Poor kid, dude. Poor kid. But, you know, I told him to run. He just booked it, man. And, you know, he had his little Fortnite spear. And he was like, I'm out of here. That's what you get for being a banana from Fortnite.
Yeah.
Skelapeel or whatever the hell he's going to be. But we have a lot of stuff to review. A lot of stuff going on. I do want to remind everybody, please remember on your calendars, November 14th, Friday, November 14th. I just want to let you know, at the Ice House, all right, in Pasadena, I will be performing, right, some of my shows. My show on Friday night. The show starts at 7:45, so you're going to have to leave a little early. It's Friday traffic.
Pasadena.
Pasadena, right? So please make sure you get your tickets online. You need to get your tickets online. From what I know, there's still seats available. But please make sure you get your tickets because it is one of the rooms of the Ice House that's night that's getting performed in, and it will fill up from what I know of.
Get them in advance because there is limited seating.
Limited seating, and please get them in advance, like Spooky Bitch said. Just please make sure you do that if you're gonna go. If not, just give me the $20, bro. You know what I mean? Like I could use the gas money. But it should be. I know. It should be a good show. Please go on there. And also another little announcement, if it'll work on me. It won't. It's not doing it. Yeah, we get a drum roll thing. It's kind of freaking out. Anyways, one of the things that I want to let everyone know as well is that I will be starting to talk to the Anaheim Alano Club, the 202 Club, last house on the block. I'm going to be talking to them next month to bring some comedy, like maybe a few times out of the year. So those are some shows that'll kind of keep kicking up. And I also got that other gig that I'm waiting for the 1st of November. God, I look fucking huge in this mother. Look at this. That's all me, y'all. That is all me. I'm not a puff. That's working out and tacos. That's what that is.
Scared.
He's scared. He's looking at me like, oh my God, he's so buff. So I'm working on getting that gig in April. That's going to be up in Ridgecrest. If you're able to make the drive out there, it is a healthy drive out there, but I'll be out there all weekend doing tattoos and possibly comedy, possibly speaking. But I'm going to be trying to see if I can do some comedy shows every other month or so or whatever at the Anaheim Alano Club and bring some new comedians every time and that stuff going on. So just to let everybody know, there's some comedy that's coming up, all right? So just be tuned. Be tuned. It's not the one I wanted. I wanted that one. Thank you. Gracias. That one has more heart to it. You know what I mean? There's Toby, the bat dog. He's gonna be a bat dog this Christmas. It's Halloween. You go saying Christmas because Halloween is my Christmas, y'all. Just to let you know. But there's a lot of things that are going. There's a lot of things that are happening. So let me kind of start off, everybody, by letting you know a couple things that are going on, especially this week for Halloween. If you don't have any plans, you don't have anything going on, Reign of Terror, they're still doing their thing. We're going to be going to the Lights Out edition on Sunday, November 2nd. We're going to be going to that. And they still have tickets available. It's in Thousand Oaks. That is a couple hours drive. One maze, 145 rooms you get to go through. But this Sunday will be the Lights Out edition. If you do go to the Lights Out edition, they have one glow stick for your whole party. And you got to go through the whole thing with the lights out. So
it's gonna be awesome.
It's going to be awesome. So I can't wait for that for sure. Also, there's a couple of other things I want to let everybody know. Some things that are around Anaheim that are around here. And I'm going to kind of give you some addresses for some things. Off of Mohawk Circle, that's off the 91 and Knott. You can look it up, Mohawk Circle. But it's around that area. They have a cute little maze. It's like a couple minutes to go through, and they give you free popcorn at the end. They have cool decorations going on. Go there. I know there's a line when we went. They're cute, very small little maze, but that was kind of cute to go to.
But they got us.
But they did get us for sure. Freaking Michael Myers. In Anaheim, the cross streets of Westmont Drive and Brent Haven Place. They have houses just decorated. You can walk through. They have stuff to buy, some snacks and whatever. It's a cool thing to go with the family. It's free. Just to let you know, there's plenty of parking around there. You got to find it though. But there's a lot of houses that are like teamed up together, have great decorations. Like they went all out, and you know
you can't miss it because you see the fog from blocks away.
You do. And one of the things that happens is it's free, and it's something to take the family through, walk through, kind of a deal. Especially people like, well, there's nothing to do. Go check this place out. It's on the cross streets of Westmont Drive and Brent Haven Place. Also, if you do, there's an awesome maze we went through. Just to let you know, I'm going to give that a cheer. An awesome maze we went through. Awesome maze. I forgot what it's called. The Cursed Cul-de-sac.
Cursed Cul-de-sac.
Cursed Cul-de-sac is what it's called. It's at 9339 Via Vista Drive in Buena Park. This is a house that started this, I think, 3 years ago. And then each neighbor kind of joined up. So it's like a 3-house long maze. They do a fantastic job. We got scared.
Incredible.
We went with my buddy Sammy and his wife and one of his kids, and me and Spooky Bitch went through. And man, they got us, man. Jesus Christ. We were running away from chainsaw dudes and whatever. Another free maze, actually. They just put it on every year. They do ask for maybe donations sometimes or whatever, but you don't have to.
It was impressive.
It was very impressive. So that one is the Cursed Cul-de-sac. in Buena Park. It's 3 spots you can always hit. Again, free of charge. If you got nothing going on, man, go hit these places. Go hit some places that you can spend money on if you want. But these places are free, so feel free to go there. We went Friday night.
Yeah, I believe all
Thoroughly
of them are
enjoyed
doing like Thursday, Friday, maybe Saturday.
Maybe, yes.
So
maybe.
you might want to. You can just check, look it up.
You can check, look them up. Like I said, you can go there. But it's free. It's something to do if you ain't got anything going
fucking
on.
fun.
Really cool. I mean, we kind of spot hopped. You know what I mean? And we hit everything in like a couple hours, a few hours or something. And it was just something fun to do, man. We got food afterwards, came home, all that kind of good stuff. I got to hang out with my buddy Sammy and Becky and stuff like that. So, but yeah, if you got nothing to do, man, go check these places out. These people put in some really good effort to kind of get that going. So, I want to give a nod out to those people. Good effort, like to the point where like I was like, all right, we got to step up our game, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It was
very impressive.
It
Very
was
impressive.
so good. Like we were all like screaming consistently, pretty much. All of us girls. The guys, both the guys got scared a couple times.
Hey, take it easy, take it easy.
And like we were like trying to run through a few parts, like a couple of times. So much so that I started fogging up my own glasses.
Yeah, it was a great time to go spot to spot for sure. So I just want to give a nod out to all these places, man. They do put some effort out there. I'm telling you, they put some effort. It's not just like they put some effort into some things. So if you have a chance, please go ahead and check these places out. All right. Well, I wanted to review something because we haven't reviewed it, but we did go last night to the Warner Brothers Tour Studio Haunted Horror Edition, behind the scenes horror edition.
Yes.
So that's where we went last night. So, Spooky Bitch, let them know what it all entailed and all that kind of good stuff. First of all, how did you find this?
So this was totally by accident. I totally just kind of fell into it, was just looking for different stuff to do. And we had been to Warner Brothers before, so I was like, well, let me just check it out. They don't normally do that. But I looked, and there was something there. There's behind-the-scenes horror tour. And there's only 4 nights. So it's Thursday and Friday of this past week, and it'll be Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday next week. Both Friday, Saturdays, not Thursday. We went to the one, each one has a theme. This past Friday and Saturday was It. So it was It Chapter 1 was on Friday, and we went to It Chapter 2.
Last night, yeah.
Next week is Conjuring 1 and Conjuring 2.
Yep.
So it's a tour. It's a 1-hour tour where they drive you around in the tram and take you to all these cool little spots at Warner Brothers Studios, show you some cool stuff. Took us to a couple like little places where hauntings are known to happen.
Right.
The studio.
Great tour guide for sure.
Because it's an old plot of land. But if you were to go, you could find out more. But it's the tour, and then a little little spot to get some food and drinks and stuff, and then a professional viewing of It Chapter 2 in this beautiful theater with
on the Warner Brothers lot, by the way.
on the lot.
Yeah.
It's so nice. And then it was they had special guests introducing the movie, and for us it was the producer and director, the Machetes, who answered questions and told us about their experience, and it was really fucking cool. They were just sitting there talking.
Little Q&A like before, a little explanation before and stuff. We got to sit in this wonderful theater that had great sound system.
Best sound ever.
I've seen Chapter 2, It Chapter 2 a few times, and I'm like, oh, okay. But in this theater, man, I'm telling you right now, there were some parts that got me that hadn't got me before because of how great the sound system. Again, Warner Brothers movie lot studio fucking quality, y'all, man. It was great.
Amazing.
And then afterwards, you get to still hit the gift shop and all that stuff. That's where I got my wonderful Gremlins right here, my little stripe and my little other one. Why is my belly wet? And a lot of other things, a lot of gifts. I started buying some gifts over there and stuff like that.
And
so
it was cool that they actually left that open for us to go through after. And they had some, horror stuff, decorations out in the front. They had the It scary house in the front. You could take pictures.
They had Annabelle, The Exorcist, The Nun, the It house.
I didn't even.
So just to let it, okay,
No.
I'm gonna let everybody know this. So once you get out of the Warner Brothers studio, gift shop and whatever, right? And we spend a few $100, because you kind of have to. So the first exhibit you get out, is The Exorcist. Okay, no problem, whatever. And The Nun, okay. And then on the other side over here is it. And then, but to get out, you got to go past like the Annabelle doll. And they have the Annabelle doll in the case, and they also have one you can buy, like life-size Annabelle doll.
Oh, hell no.
And then, yeah, they did. That one was for
Oh,
sale.
hell no.
But you have to pass by this, right? And Spooky, which was like, I'm leaving now. And she just like, just don't make eye contact. So we had like this mission, like, all right, it's right here. She goes, where do I get out? Right here? Yeah, cool. And it's a clearly glass, like see-through mini, like gates that like open up. And she was like, Annabelle, And I was like, come on, man.
In case anybody doesn't know, you probably don't. I love Halloween and all things spooky horror, right? I do not, and I repeat, do not do dolls of any kind. Anything that eyes move creeps me out. Anything that's like looking at, no, I don't do dolls. Never seen the Annabelle.
But it was funny that, okay, so they don't just have one exit. They had like 4 different, like the doors that kind of open up as you walk close to them. They kind of open up. They have sensors, right? And they're clear. There's 4 of these, and she's like, "Where do I get? Is it here? I don't know." I'm like, she's like trying not to make eye contact with Annabelle.
They had like a green light for the ones to go through, and the red light for the ones you don't. And I couldn't put it together. I could not piece.
Well, my
together.
ass goes to freaking go see the Annabelle doll in the case and look at her in the eye, bro. I'm like passing by, going like, is she looking at me? Very creepy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how these
look
people.
Annabelle in the eye.
Well, which is crazy, but kind of like some interesting facts, right? So when we went on this tour, they give us some interesting facts of certain movies. One of the ones they said was there's Studio 24 and Studio 26, I believe. They filmed horror movies there, like The Conjuring and stuff like that. They actually had to have a priest bless these stages before they did the filming because they didn't want any bad juju happening, kind of a deal.
I believe he said it's in the Conjuring's contract because of the intensity of the dolls and real life story. They had it's mandatory.
Right. So like, just letting you know, what I mean, they had to kind of do some of that. But like when I saw the doll in the case, and I'm looking at it in the eye, and I'm passing by, like see if the doll's eyes kind of move. Sometimes things follow you like that. They kind of seemed like it did, but it kind of seemed like she was smirking, and then the smirk got bigger. I didn't tell you that. And I was just like, all right, fuck it, I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm good. I got to drive home. Kind of a deal. I don't know how you can do that while you're filming with these things, but that is creepy as shit, dude. I'm telling you right now, it's creepy as stuff. But it was a great night. Next week, like I said, they have The Conjuring 1, Conjuring 2, which that'll be heightened for sure for next week. So great job, Warner Brothers. And just to let you know, everybody, apparently they started doing this right before COVID and they shut it down. And so this is the first year that they actually did it again after COVID. So we got a chance to be part of that. Freaking awesome, Warner Brothers. Great job. Cool little night. I mean, from 5 to 11 or almost 5 to 11.
Yeah,
5 to 11 were there. So great job how they did it. Great job.
So good that we were contemplating
should we go back next week? Maybe. Let's see what the check brings. So yeah, no, great time. Also, wanted to give a shout out real quick to the Anaheim Milano Club. They are having a free, kid-friendly Halloween dance at the Sober location this Saturday. I know it's the day after Halloween, but they're going to put on this deal this Saturday. So if you get all your Halloween candies passed out and all that shit, on Friday, you can still go and check out this free dance, kid-friendly free dance at the Anaheim Milano Club in Anaheim, and you can go check it out. I believe it starts at 7, I think.
I think so.
Costume contest, stuff like that, snacks to buy and stuff, especially for my sober people. It's a cool little thing to do. That's one thing we were contemplating because we don't have nothing Saturday. We're like, we should go back to see The Conjuring. Like, well, the money, and I know, but it's The Conjuring. Like, that's fucking mad.
We're 50-50 right now.
Yeah,
we can't, we're on the fence.
Yeah, if not, we're probably going to do the dance. So, just to let you know. But there's plenty of stuff to do this week, y'all. Look it up. I want to let everybody know. Look up Orange County Halloween events, and they will have a whole list of things that are going on this week. You have pumpkin patches still going on. You have mazes going on. Of course, you have, like, the Universals, that you got the Not Scary Farms, the Dark Harbors, all that kind of stuff. But they have things throughout the county of Orange going on, like Irvine, Costa Mesa, Anaheim. Like they have little ghost walks and this and that. So there's plenty of events,
and
plenty
a lot
of things
of them
happening.
Free because I saved a bunch of them for us to go Friday night, and we just picked a few because there was so many to choose from.
Yeah,
Orange and Anaheim, but apart everywhere. So you
so
don't have to spend money.
And if nothing else, I mean, they have some neighborhoods like in Orange, Anaheim, and stuff like that. The ones I gave you, people that just decorated. If you just want to go check out Halloween decorations, go check them out, everybody. But go to Orange County Halloween events, and they'll give you a whole list of all sorts of stuff. And then once you go through Orange County, you can look at LA County as well. But there's plenty of stuff to happen this week to get in the Halloween spirit. All right. I keep looking at the camera, everybody, to see what time it is because I'm not used to having the camera so far away. Just letting you know, everyone's like, "What the hell is he? Why is he smiling so much? What the fuck, bro?" I'm like, you know. But I want to get in here and kind of talk with Spooky Bitch a little bit about horror movies for sure. You know, and kind of go in there. There was one question I think that they asked. Maybe they asked it yesterday at the Q&A. What's your favorite Halloween or horror movie or whatever, blah blah. So I want to ask Spooky Bitch going into this genre of horror because there's so many different aspects of horror, right? There's so many different things you can kind of go in. There's gory, serial killer, ghost, blah blah, like whatever the hell it is. What would be one of your top like horror movies?
Oh, that's a loaded question.
That's why I asked it.
I have so many favorites though for different reasons. Like my little cult classic is Trick or Treat, Sam. I have him. That's how much I love him. He's on my arm. That's like one of my all-time favorite ever. But as far as like, I don't know. I like the real life shit. I like the true story stuff. Like The Conjuring. It's all like stuff that really happened because. I don't know. I kind of put myself in those shoes. Like, what would I do if that was me? Like, it really happened. It's somebody's crazy imagination didn't think it up. Like, this is real life shit. And I think that's why I like it because, like, you're like, whoa. There's so many to choose from. I don't think I can pick just one. I like the classic, the Freddy's, the Michael Myers.
It's funny that you mentioned that they're classics, bro. They're not even the classics. They're like our classics.
They're our classics.
But like when you go classic, you got to go black and white. So I mean, there's different eras of horror.
My era.
You know what I mean? Because they had the black and whites, right? Which you have the Dracula, the Wolfman, Mummy, all the black and white ones. But then they had this little genre in the 60s and 70s where it came out with the zombie kind of deal, the Night of the Living Dead. Again, black and white. I think the first one that came out, and then there's this little genre of like Blackula. And shit like what the fuck? Like what's going on, bro?
Okay,
like these B-movie kind of things, bro. You know what I mean?
Zombies are also really, they do kind of freak me out. Because that kind of seems like it's starting to happen a little bit with like some parts of the world and some certain drugs people take.
People are just stupid.
Well,
that's all it is.
Then you get into the fast zombies and that freaks the fuck out of me. Because I'm not running. I'm gonna die. Like I'm totally gonna die. So,
hey, you just have to be faster than the next person, dude. That's it. Like you're like, hey, bro, I love you, dog. Fuck it. Later, Frankie. I'd be like, later, dog. I love you, bro, and I'll see you later, dog. You know what I mean? Kind of deal. You don't have to be faster than the other person.
It's so hard to choose. It's too hard to choose just one that I would say is my all-time favorite. I don't think I can do that, but I'm curious.
No. But like, what would be one of your top favorites? I can't even say like all-time favorite because I have like 5, 6 that just kind of are competing at the top.
Yeah, there's so many. I wish I would have thought about this before. I don't know. I really don't know. There's such a wide variety that a lot of it is underrated too. I think a lot of them they don't get enough credit for what they do.
Well, I know, like for me, there's a couple of movies, and I don't want to say they're classics, but they're kind of like the 80s, the 80s horror movies, right? I mean, when you look at black and white, right, the classic, like the real classics, right? Mm-hmm. The black and white, the Nosferatu's and all those stuff. That's like that before sound, you know what I mean? So they had that era. Then they had like the ones in the black and white, but they had, like I said, the Draculas and the Frankensteins and the both. Okay, and then they had that. There was a very big like resurgence, I think, right? This big kick up with horror movies that came out in the 80s, right? There was a lot of movies that came out. You start getting like these Halloweens, this Friday, Nightmare on Elm Street. You got the Friday the 13th. Those are the 3 major iconic ones that really came out. And of course, there's other ones that came out as well. But those 3 franchises really started off and kicked that 80s horror, slasher, serial, whatever, the slasher movie deal. Which was great. I think that was awesome. Then we had this weird weird time in like the late '90s with like with the Paranormal Activities and the Blair Witch Projects and the, there's this weird thing that we're trying to keep it alive. And now, you got another resurgence that happened, right? Where everybody's kind of trying to make a scary movie and trying to like A24 is a great film. Neon is another film company that are trying to get this resurgence nowadays, right? Because the audience is kind of a little different nowadays for sure. But like for me, I have a few for sure that get me. Of course, like I said, there's the original Halloween, like the Texas Chainsaw Massacres. You got the then you had Child's Play. I mean, all these kind of are part of the Mount Rushmore of the 80s kind of, made 80s genre. Because if you look at the classic movies, right, Mount Rushmore, okay, your Dracula, your Frankenstein, your Wolfman, your Mummy. I mean, that's your classic. Maybe Creature of the Black Lagoon, which is underrated a little bit.
Yeah.
But those are like your classics right there, right, for the black and white version. Then you got your 80s, which you're going to have your Leatherface, your Michael Myers, your Freddy, your Jason, your Chucky. Those are going to be your ones, man, for sure. And even like, I think in the 90s, right, they had that kick with Scream. That franchise came out. We met the cast, I think, last year. And so that kind of kicked it up again, right, to try have people try to do their thing. And nowadays, right, there's not really like a Mount Rushmore of people. The only one that I could think of would be the Terrifier. Art the Clown.
Yeah.
I like that because of how it started. It started off like a short film, and then another short film, and they made a film, and now it's a franchise. They're like officially starting production on Terrifier 4. It's going to be even more insane, this one, because it's the finale one. So there's that. And then, of course, you have the Conjurings and the Nuns and the Annabelles and stuff like that. So those would kind of be what would be on, right, the new Mount Rushmore around now. That's one of the things I was even thinking about. If I created a horror, like how the fuck can I do it? Like what would be original, bro? Like I would be on I could create the Mount Rushmore shit. And there really isn't. There really isn't that. They have these certain eras where they had certain people that, popped up the horror genre, I think, of anything. So I think for me, it would depend on the era, right?
It'd be like your black and white, your 80s, 90s-ish, 80s, and late 1900s, put that way.
Yeah.
And then new this century.
Yeah, and so I think that's where kind of like I see where you say like they have some top ones.
Mm-hmm.
I give respect to the black and white ones for sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put those in my tops though. To be honest with you, I mean I have the Wolfman on me and stuff like that, but Nosferatu's on me just because I give respect to those older genres.
That's the predecessors.
Yeah, that's what that is. But I think for me, it would have to be Freddy, because I remember that was like the first one that really like freaked me the hell out, and I was like, holy shit, that was the first one.
The bedroom?
Yeah. I mean, just all of it, really. You know what I mean? Like, Johnny Depp in a crop top. You know what I mean? Fuck, bro. But I think for me, it would be like Freddy would be on my top for sure. Later on, as I got in life, I respected more Jason. I respected more Michael Myers for sure. Michael Myers, like going back as an adult, especially because we saw the Halloween cast kind of a deal, right? The making of it and all that kind of stuff. I had more respect for that. But I think Freddy's gonna have to be on my top, one of my tops for sure, just because that's what kind of got me in my childhood. Terrifier's up in my tops just because it kind of re-kicked it, like, oh, this is some crazy shit kind of a deal. That's freaking cool. You know what I mean? I think that The Conjuring would probably be, again, that's another one that's kind of up there, in my tops. Those kind of movies there.
Which one came to mind for me right now as I'm starting to think of it a little bit? I don't know if it's quite considered a Halloween movie, but it's like magical, mystical.
Oh, come on. No Benson Boone. Wah, wah, wah.
I love everything like magic and stuff like that. But one that's very underrated, I think, is The Craft.
Oh, yeah. We did meet one of the people there, yeah.
I watched that just a couple of days ago, just like my happy background TV. And I'm like, it's so underrated. It was like one of the first magic movies.
All right. I'm going to have to let you know right now that I was in love with this movie. The chicks were bomb for me. Of course, I was younger when it came out, right? So I was like, these chicks are hot, bro. Fucking goth chicks are fucking hot. Fucking insane, but fucking hot. I remember seeing that movie, and I liked the vibe of it because it was very, the magical. It was darkness in there, kind of a deal. You know what I mean? Like,
and it's when they started doing like maybe just the beginnings of starting CGI. So like that scene where she like goes like this and her hair changes color.
Yeah.
Like I love that. I don't know why I love that scene so much, but I love that scene because stuff like that wasn't really done before.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a horror movie. I don't know if it's a horror movie.
Yeah, I don't know if
it's a scary
horror
movie or something. It's a witch movie. I mean, I guess it'd be in the
witchy.
genre. It's witches. It's four witches. But yeah, no, I could see that. I mean, there's certain things like that. Like you said, Trick or Treat's one of them. Terrifier is actually a horror movie, but it's actually a cult classic movie. Which is crazy that this guy just kind of thought this up and whatever. Very simple. The guy doesn't even fucking talk. So
I don't think they had any clue it would reach.
I know he didn't. I tell you right now. But I mean, he did. He's reached up to some status for sure. The franchise and whatever with it. It's freaking great. Awesome for Damien Leone. I think his name is Leone. The director. It's awesome where it went for sure. But I think that they didn't know what the hell was going on at all.
Like who would have thought? You know
well, they did the same thing with the first Halloween movie, right? I mean, that's where as an adult, I started appreciating because I started seeing more of the making of it, more of like the lighting and stuff. And I got a lot of stuff from my second short film and the first one about certain lightings and angles and whatever, especially the second one, right? It was very angles and this, and you don't see the guy, but whatever. And I started thinking a little bit about the first Halloween because I saw so much of the making of Halloween. And, part of the thing was like the lighting and this, and there was like there's no CGI in it actually. It was just the shadow, the certain...
Just camera tricks.
The camera tricks kind of deal. Like they really brought that into effect, and I don't think that was really put into effect since like black and white days, to be honest with you, right? Because they really had to overemphasize using the lights, using the darks, and all that kind of stuff. Because the story is fucking... Alright, motherfucker, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like... fucking guy in a mask trying to fucking fuck with his babysitter or some bullshit. Like, whatever. I forgot what the fuck the story is at this point. But I think that, as an adult, I kind of started seeing more of, like, the lights and the this and the angles and whatever. Nowadays, like, you can look at, like, Saw and certain things like that where it's like, oh, shit. Like, they put people in certain situations of, like, wow, could this happen? Like, there was another horror little franchise that happened, which was called Hostel. I don't know if you've ever seen it or not.
I don't think I have.
Oh, we need to see it tonight. Hostel came out, right? Hostel was this movie about people, and if anybody knows what Hostel is, it's when you go to like different countries and you pay like very cheap for these beds, and you usually share rooms with people, whatever. Well, apparently this franchise kind of took that simple thing where people would be in real situations, and I guess they were like taking people from the hostels or whatever that people wouldn't like know were missing, and they started doing all these experiments and whatever, like all this torture and shit. So there's certain things like that, like movies nowadays that were like,
story?
I don't know, but there's certain movies like that where they kind of put people in like real,
that it could happen to
that
you.
it could happen kind of shit. That's one of the reason why, like with Taken, it's not a horror movie, but like somebody could get kidnapped or whatever, blah, or whatever, right? I mean,
Yeah, it's kind of freaky.
When you see people kind of in, those real life situations, like you're talking about like Conjuring, where like, oh shit happened or whatever. Like The Exorcist really happened, and there's certain things. Like, Texas Chainsaw kind of really happened at some point. The serial killers and stuff, and and there's some certain things like when it's really happening, but like if you look at The Wolf Man and Frankenstein, it's not gonna fucking happen, bro. Like you know what I mean? You see it as a movie. I mean, back in the day, I was like, oh my god, Nowadays, it's like fuck. We look on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. We look for that shit. Like you know what I mean? Like. When we're passing traffic, fucking hurry up, motherfucker, and then you take her 5 minutes to like, oh, what the fuck happened, bro? Oh, shit, I take a picture of that shit. What the fuck? Oh, that's fucked up. You know what I mean? So I think we're kind of drawn, to the darkness and the this and that, but people try not to be, whatever. But Halloween, then all of a sudden everybody gets all fucking kinky and sexy and flirty and fucking dark and shit. Like, oh, I'd love to kill a motherfucker. Wait, what? You're in accounting? What the fuck, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like. Holy shit. So I think this is the time of year where people kind of like allow themselves, to be out there and let their little kid, their darkness kind of come out. You know what I mean? I think that's the draw of Halloween kind of a deal. And we do kind of Halloween all year round. So we're always letting that kid out. We're always like kind of like, oh, what else can we do? And, that kind of deal. But I think it's certain movies like that, right? That they kind of put people in certain positions. Like Freddy's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, Halloween might have, but we know this guy with a fucking mask. I mean, he walks slow, dog. Just trip him. You know what I mean? Fuck him. Child's Play.
I can outrun him.
Child's Play, Chucky. Things get in. And now we have Labubu. You know what I mean? Or whatever the fuck that stupid thing is. We had Cabbage Patch back in the day, so it was the same shit.
Hey, the Furbies were haunted.
Were they? Oh, that's right. You know what I mean?
Furbies
So
were,
don't buy toys for your kids this year. Buy them gift cards. What was the lady saying in the line? Buying them gift cards for Fortnite or some shit?
Yeah.
That was hilarious. I was like, why are you doing that, dog? But so there's certain things that kind of like trip us up for Halloween. You know what I mean? Like for you, let me ask you, since we're on this Halloween episode, like what is the excitement for Halloween for you?
Letting my
And before she answers, hold on. Before she answers and gives an explanation, you can always make your comment on this. So
What is
listen,
yours?
like, subscribe, comment, share any of these episodes, especially this one for the Halloween thing for all my Halloween freaks out there, or that you're like, I'm so naughty. I don't know. Yeah, you motherfucker. You know you want to slit a throat once in a while. But you can go ahead and comment and say why Halloween is a point of year. That's cool with you or not cool with you, man.
Or what is your favorite Halloween movie?
Or what is your favorite Halloween movie? Yes, make sure you comment and subscribe on that. And thank you for everybody in the Wolfpack out there, Wolfpack land, that have commented on past episodes this last couple of weeks. Thank you, thank you. Much love. Right, that bullshit. So Halloween, you were saying?
It's being able to let like the darkness out, being able to let your freak flag fly, being able to let your kid out, you know. Like you said, it's kind of like Halloween all year round here. Like some of my decorations are skulls and shit like all year round. But I think it's more than not. Maybe this time of year you're not judged for it.
Oh, that's
You know
a good
what I
one.
mean?
Yeah, I like that.
It's socially okay this time of year.
Right.
I think it's something I mentioned to you before, but like, I love wearing my little like fishnets and skirts and stuff like that. But that's not something I can normally wear to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could. You're like the boss, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
But like,
I'll wear this to work. Nobody give me shit.
But like, anytime we go any Halloween events, that's what I'm in, and I am so comfortable and I feel so confident. Like I feel more confident this time of year. You know what I mean? And there really isn't too much more behind that. It's just like it's a lot more acceptable, and I can dress in fishnets and stuff to work for Halloween, and that's okay that day. But any other day of the week, it's not, or any other day of the year.
Well, I think for me personally, for Halloween, right? I mean, when I first got sober, it was like the first event that I went out, and I was like, oh shit, like people like are going out and feeling and enjoying time. Well, it was Not Scary Farm actually, like 16 years ago, and I've been going ever since, right? Every year. I went before, like maybe once, twice, maybe, but that was it. You know what I mean? But I think the thing is, like, I've been going every year for that reason, just because the fact is, I love that aspect that, we try to kind of shun away, like with life, shun away from really knowing. Look, howling at life means all part of life. That means the light and the dark, right? And this is the year that we kind of explore the darkness. Everybody has a dark side. Everybody has like a little freaky side. Everybody has like a little fun kid side. Costume, somebody you want to be, right? I think for me, one of the things that I like about Halloween is the fact is the creativity that comes from exploring that side, though, right? I mean, as an artist, for me, throughout my whole life, I always had a chance to always explore that side. I got to, sing, I got to express, or whether it's tattoo, stand-up comedy, act, especially with acting, you got to be a different character or whatever. And a lot of us, we really spend so much time just being ourselves. We're trying to pay bills, or whatever, and we never allow ourselves that creativity to be that other person or to let that person out, like you were saying. But I think the fact is that it's the creativity. I love the creativity that comes out of it. Like earlier, Spooky Bitch needed to do something for work, and it was like this mask or something she needs to do because she has an interview right after. So I said, well, look, man, let me create something for you. So this is what I created for her. Right here.
Fucking cool.
Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Look at that. That thing's freaking cool. And she's gonna wear that with that outfit right there. So that's something that I just kind of created for her. You know what I mean?
Within like a few minutes, like he already saw that blank white mask and knew what he was doing.
Yeah, and I think the fact I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna fuck. Y'all see that shit here? What the ponle esa madre? Anyway, it doesn't stay. But I think the fact is that a lot of people are have a creative side, have this, but I think that the everyday of life, you know what I mean? We don't allow ourselves to be creative, you know what I mean? Like, we have these little moments of being creative, like when we plan something for the family, or we take a different route, and, at work, or we save some time, or whatever the fuck it is, really, whether you're cooking, Try to spend time with your kids and try to think of something like exciting or something, right? We have a little bits of creativity, but for Halloween, like there's some creativeness, like how do I decorate to be scary and blah blah. And there's something really comforting in that scariness, right? Because it's one of the parts of life that a lot of us, we try not to like discuss. We try to like stay away from. We try to avoid it. Whether it's suicide overdoses, whether it's all the kinky shit, the sexy shit, the scary shit, whatever, the thoughts and the feelings and whatever. A lot of us try so much to kind of avoid it throughout the whole year. You're like, oh, I can't. We all have that, dude. Like, you know what I mean? You could be all fucking happy-go-lucky driving, and all of a sudden, I want to kill that motherfucker. Hurry the fuck up, man. You know what I mean? In traffic or something. We all have that aspect, and I think you're right. I think this time of year, it's like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kind of a deal.
You know what else, though, is something else I thought of? When we do, like, the Halloween conventions, right? We do them Halloween time. We do them any time of year, really, we have Halloween conventions. But when we go to these things, it is the most wonderful set of people.
Oh, there's a community, for sure.
It's a huge community, and it's so, like, caring. And everybody gets along with everybody. And, like, oh, you like this? Oh, cool, so do I. Oh, you like that? I don't like that, but I like this. And everybody's like, cool. Like, it's so... There's just so much love.
There's so much support, love when it comes to all that, especially when we go to those factors in the community and stuff like that. It's really cool, actually, that we do that. And that kind of brings me to another point of the Halloween season, right? You're more accepted for the shit that you do. You know what I mean? Like, I remember growing up and passing out candies when I got as an adult, man. Like, I was like, it's Halloween. I'm gonna decorate however the fuck I want and shit. And like, all right, cool. My parents were like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, that's my get down. Like, for Christmas, you just have to decorate, right? You put shit up. Festive. But this one, you actually have to use some creativity. Like, okay, where does this go? Blah, blah. I mean, you do it for Christmas, but not really. I mean, you usually have your tree, right? Your house, your fireplace, your lights. But this one, like, people were like, we saw that cool thing that's up the street over here. People that just put posts, and there's robes on them.
Oh,
and
my
there's
gosh.
all these robes going on, and then it's just like a red light from the bottom up, and they look like real people.
Creepiest thing ever.
Simple and like, creepy,
awesome.
But like the creativity for some people that comes out, man, and that enjoyment that they get from that creativity is phenomenal this time of year, man. You know what I mean? And
man, you said it right though. The simplicity of it.
Simplicity, man. And I think the fact is that this is a time where we kind of like skate, through the darkness and the light kind of deal, right? Where it's like I can get closer to that side, and it's okay. Like you said, it's more accepted. And we met crazy people, but even today when we were at Spirit Halloween, there was this lady that was at the checkout, and I was telling Spooky Bitch, like, oh, look, she's got like Halloween tats and blah blah, and her earrings were like meat cleavers, whatever. That chick dresses like that all year round, dog. Like that's not even fucking a Halloween thing.
Man,
but when I looked at her, I was like, oh shit, that's cool. And I was like, hey, I like your earrings. She goes, what? Your earrings? And she's an older lady, but I was like, your earrings? She goes, oh, thank you. Like, she's not used to people, like, calling out that kind of shit, right? So I thought it was kind of cool that, like, you're right. I think that when we've gone around certain people and they're like, oh, yeah, fuck yeah. Like, we met, like, a few friends in line, actually, today. And when we did it, it's kind of like a more accepted time of the year, for sure. Once you get Thanksgiving, it's more family. Once you get Christmas, it's more like, oh, Christmas spirit. You know what I mean? And so... When you're able to have Halloween spirit like that, it's the same thing as Christmas. You just do it in a darker sense, bro. I mean, that's really what it is. But it's a time for the people and the freaks and the geeks and all this shit, the rejects and the misfits, man. That's their time, dude. Like, you know what I mean? That's their time for sure. That's why a lot of these places do September through November, bro. Exactly. Like, fuck that, dog. You know what I mean?
We need more.
Because once Christmas is done, like, you decorate and you whatever, but that spirit, once it's done, it's done. You know what I mean? And it's like, all right, cool. But why can't we be, in those holiday spirits throughout the whole fucking year, though?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You can be cool and creepy and dark and mysterious and all that kind of shit and creative. But you also could fucking be a cool person, bro. Like in Christmas, we're supposed to be cool with each other. You know what I mean? Like, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody's all patriotic. Fuck America. But during 4th of July, oh, fuck, like, I'm going to blow up some shit. There's all these... I don't know what happens at some of these other holidays though. I'm not gonna talk shit, but like fucking, so some holidays I'm like, what?
What do we do?
Kind of, you know what I mean? But I think like there's certain spirits of holidays that come up, and this is an important one because this is a part of life, man. That side, that darkness, that this. And I'm not saying go out and fucking be a serial killer and shit. I'm just saying that there's that side that we don't get to explore, and I think you're right. I think this time of year we are able to explore a little bit. We're able to get out. And one of the things I like about this holiday is you see how fucking creepy motherfuckers really are, though.
Yeah.
Man, I start seeing some, hey, motherfucker,
Yeah.
like, you dress like that and shit? Like, fuck, dog. And you know what I mean? Kind of deals like, that's kind of cool, bro. Like, I don't know about all that. So, hey, whatever y'all are doing, man, this holiday, especially Halloween holiday, I just want to wish you a happy Halloween. Be safe out there. Go have some fun. Go dress up.
Be a kid.
Be a kid, man. Be a kid and enjoy, man. But other than that, y'all, thanks for joining us for another episode right here. I don't know what the hell we're talking about and shit. But we were just kind of going on a tangent. But we're going to go out like we always do, everybody. Thank you for joining us for another episode, man. Happy Halloween, everybody, right? Happy Halloween. Any questions? See you, everybody. See you next episode.